What is going on, guys? It's me, LiquidTruth, and we are in West Revachol at this point. And I think we've stumbled upon the cryptozoologist husband. I'm not quite sure, but we're about to find out. We're got the drip on. We got that shit on right now. Look at us, looking sick. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, taking time out of your day to watch my content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's the only way small channels like me are ever going to grow. And ooh, we got some speed. We'll chill on that now, because Kim's like a narc, and he's going to be no fun if we start using speed. This guy's talking about some wild stuff.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer?
Crypto-fascist. Oh, God.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh, no.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Oh, no.
Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about after a little probing first.
So he's a racist piece of shit.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I'm neither of those things, I can assure you. I am a by-the-books, clean as a whistle officer of the law. I'm not even tempted to touch intoxicants. No, we're not doing that. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revachol.
Revachol? It's the first time I've ever heard anybody pronounce it like that. His gaze shifts to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revachol with a hard K, unlike other people.
Hey, see, so my IRL rhetoric skill is kind of hitting, because that's literally what I said. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags? Ooh. Ooh. Is this your mug? It's his apartment. Wait. Yeah, we'll ask that.
My mug? Why would you think that?
You seem like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this. Home. In his colonial mug collection?
How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met.
He is trying to avoid lying to you outright, in case you really have been to his apartment.
You're acting kind of suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it.
Ooh.
I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
He pauses.
You're not going to find me, are you?
I would, but I don't know how. How do I find someone, Kim?
Using a standard form, officer.
The lieutenant pulls out a sheet of carbon copy paper, scribbles something on it, then tears out the bottom page and hands it to Gary.
It's 50 real. You're getting off easy. In return, we expect information. You have questions to answer, sir.
Damn, we give him a ticket.
What did you do, Gary?
So he's the cryptozoologist.
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
What kind of shady shit is that? Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
So, yeah, he's such a piece of shit that he doesn't even respond to Kim. Did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
The lieutenant remarks, drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
Damn, look at our roles.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
Composure. Why is he shifting around like that? Analyze Gary's composure. So we'll ask him if he knows anything about the man hanged.
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
He shifts uncomfortably in his clothes.
He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I'd say. Uncomfortable shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
And so are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
No.
Yes, officer?
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yeah.
Well, this is that racist.
He gestures towards Gary as though we're presenting a work of art. I don't know. I like the previous racists better.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah, what are they doing in that Seoul of theirs? Scheming? The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Alright, bitch. You live in an apartment in Martinez. Pointing over there.
Sure do, officer.
His eye is narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
You big man from Hemdal fan?
How?
The color drains from his face. I saw the ridiculous poster in your apartment, along with all your other colonialist memorabilia.
But why were you in my apartment, officer?
I don't like how both of these tell on what we were doing. I didn't want that to be the option. Just doing Mr. Claire a small favor.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
The man looks around, whispering. He makes sure no one hears you talk.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Nod grimly. Our discussion on this topic is over, Gary.
Of course. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay?
Yeah.
I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
We've never gotten this one. Half-light? Let the body take control. Threaten people.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
The lieutenant remarks with a smirk. You said Revachol.
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine
Damn,
way.
he says nigga with a hard R. He nods solemnly.
The stupid way?
Exactly.
It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
All right, loser. We're going to see if we have anything to boost our composure. Do you have any minus composure gear on? No. But do we have any... Ooh, the boots. The composure boots. That's it. That's all we have. Everything else, I think, lowers our composure. Or has no effect. Analyze Gary's composure. Ooh, nice. Which we are going to do.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
He turns towards Kim. That's what I thought. 58% chance. +2 scared him with apartment. Oh, come on.
Is he?
Fuck.
He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Look at these options. Gary, are you cross-dressing by any chance? Are those prayer beads I keep hearing? Or are you sporting some anal beads? What is he at, a chess tournament? Gary, are you cross-dressing? Are those prayer beads? I don't know. None of these are gonna work. Fuck. Are those anal beads?
You wouldn't be able to hear if you were wearing anal beads.
He whispers. The lieutenant leans in confidently.
Please excuse my colleague's humor. Working this murder case is taking a toll on us both. You don't quite have to answer that yet.
What he means is, working on the case is taking a toll on you, and working with you is taking a toll on him.
That's a fucking hilarious way to put it. It's taking a toll on us both. Yeah, but in a very roundabout way. That's very funny.
Of course. Of course.
Damn, we can't. Fuck. So we're gonna have to boost our composure. Alright. Bitch. You're lucky. Alright, let's talk to Morel.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
So you must be Morel, the cryptozoologist?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
His wife is much sweeter than him.
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. I want to see why he doesn't seem happy to see the RCM, although we know why most people aren't.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
He says, glancing at the cylinder. Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you. Did my voice just crack? She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. We're not gonna say that. The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. Withhold the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He fastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind.
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to delicate, precise work.
You noticed anything off about your friend Gary?
No. No, of course not. Why?
Are you sure?
Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up.
Alright. So we got a point, which means composure leveled up. Do we have our composure boots on? We do. Alright. So we're gonna try this roll again. Fuck you, Gary. Get over here.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Better say officers.
I mean, officers.
I thought, bitch. 72%.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
He's wearing the armor. Something worn underneath it.
It sounds like he's wearing some kind of armor under his clothes.
You bitch.
You can't tell it's there just from looking at him. Probably stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
So, Gary, I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear?
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He sighs heavily, unbuttoning the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. and I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his giant torso.
We're not detecting falsehoods, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Tell him what you did, Gary.
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Yeah.
No, you've got explaining to do.
The lieutenant's tone is icy. Give me the armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
And we just robbed his bitch ass. So why'd you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
Whoa.
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
His lips start quivering.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He shakes his head. Don't start getting into your race politics, bitch.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
Yeah. Why'd you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
He says, staring at nothing in particular.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. So do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
Well, that doesn't help.
This is all he knows.
We done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Thank you for your cooperation. The vitreous enamel cuirass fits snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat, and it also makes pretty porcelain sounds when shaken. Looks like shit. What was that thing that just popped up? I think we have to... Somebody mentioned... Oh, fuck, I just remembered I need to do this with the jacket. That, like, a lot of times options pop up, but you need to get out of the menu for them to pop up. Like, thought bubbles to come up. You need to give them, like, a second. Nothing popping up? No. One, I want to put those boots back on, and then we're going to see if something pops up for the jacket. The RCM jacket. No? No, nothing's popped up. All right. We'll put our drip back on. Just get back to business. So we found the cryptozoologist. Hold on. Music hitting a little too hard. Damn, Gary, you didn't have to lie to us, dude. It didn't have to be like that. I don't think we can get behind here, right? Let's double check, triple check. We can. No boat in the boathouse today. Magnesium, oversized superstar sunglasses. It's your own stardom too dazzling, or is your own stardom too dazzling for your own eyes? Can't bear to look at your own fabulous reflection in the mirror? Then these classic oversized sunglasses are for you. -1 to visual calculus, which I think we have pretty high, right? 4. Not high enough to get a negative, unless we have something to counteract that. I don't think we have any less visual calculus gear. Damn, those shades look sick. But I prefer the logic boost. It's over here. A boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Can we go over here? No. Can we come up here, though? Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. Sign says, Entrez interdite. How do we go over here? Some Real. There's a couple over here as well. What's in this? Faun Pipo. What is that? Where does that go? Oh, it's a hat. What does it do? +2 logic, -1 perception. We'll then take that off. Then conceptualization. And what is our perception skill at? 7. That's still pretty good. And we would get plus to logic. Our logic is already probably way high. 10. We don't need more logic points. More conceptualization. We look like a damn clown, dude. We're dressed like a fucking fool. Whatever. It is what it is. We're gonna check this thing out before we check that out.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus. Let's check real quick. Do we have anything to fucking boost that? Throw the calculus shades on. Oh, that's negative visual calculus. Luckily we don't have that on. I think this shows all our stuff. Visual calculus +1. So yeah, we have no negatives on. Cool. Now let's try.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Why this many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them.
Oh no.
A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed.
Oh no.
A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Jesus Christ. Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
See, that's the fucked up thing about global politics, how it's worked out, is it's always been like a tug of war. Like, oh, okay, communism has started. Oh, shit, never mind. Democracy. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, fascism. Oh, fuck. Like, it just goes one way back and forth to back and forth. We're going to win a little bit, gain some ground, we'll kill you. Win a little bit. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Feld?
What if it was the Feld personnel? When our assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
The lieutenant nods.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
What did we gain a skill point for? I'll take it. Damn, we have no skills in psyche. Our intellect is good. What is volition? Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Empathy, authority. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. I mean, we're lower in that. I think we might want to put one in this. We'll put a point in empathy. Mix it up. Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
And who's the person on the side?
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Jesus.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Game's never done that, where it's shown like past events like that. So we can't get there that way. We'll see if we can possibly explore inside. The door is not only barred shut, it's inaccessible. Damn, to get there we have to go all the way around. Do we cross this thing? No. Yeah, they won't let us anywhere up there. The section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. So I think we've already searched everything over there. Yeah, we checked that. See if we can go to the other side of this. Let me go. How do I get there? What? It is not always very clear where you can walk. Because clearly there's stuff down there. So there is a way to access that.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow.
What are shivers? Raise the hair on your neck.
The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
This is enough. I don't want to freak myself out.
A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
I don't want to get some, like, negative point from freaking out about something. Oh, we can't go anymore. Guys, let me on that side. How do I go over there? We can't even move over there. Damn it. This zone is so fucking big. Walk over there. How do you do it? Is he gonna walk there? Is he gonna find the path? I don't want to interrupt him, because then he's gonna get lost. Oh my god. Okay, go. Couldn't tell this was a thing we could run on. Oh, this is the same way. Never mind. Fuck you guys. This map does not show you anything. I don't even think we can go that way. So I guess now we check out the church. I thought that was the church, to be honest. Maybe it was further up here. Excuse me. So that's that building. That's the church. Okay, so we go in here. Let's check. Let's just take a little peek back here real quick. We didn't look at that either. A rock. I don't think we came this way at all. There's a man over there. See if there's anything on the... Oh yeah, we did. This is where those guys were. Cigarette butts cleaned away under the rock. Brand Moritri. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. Tiny inlets there, off far in the distance, where the posts trail toward scented scarf. This ladder's too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. Where's that thing? There it is. The relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay. Barely. The barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. Chain trails off into the ocean. To who knows where. The rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. Money under the rock. Let's go. All right. Real quick. Did we not check out the left side at all? Oh, we didn't come in here at all. What the fuck is this? Money. Oh, this is where that guy is. Okay. We'll get to him in a second. A big wine canister. It's open and empty.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Touch it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Shut up, Kim. Filthy jacket. You're not my dad. Oh, we can't even wear it, but we can, like, inspect it. We'll inspect it later. You don't have to boss me, Kim. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk inhabitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. That's locked. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Mega Binos prescription lenses. What's our encyclopedia skill? 6. What do they look like? Let's take a look. Whose idiotic idea were the square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Wait. Student encyclopedia at the cost of perception. We'll try them. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. There's nothing over here, so I'll go talk to that man. See what he's all about while he's laying on the boat floor, all strung out.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Oh no, is he a dead body?
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Oh shit, I was talking shit about him. He's a dead body. Well, let's take a look at everything else. This coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
That's something people want? Remove or examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Now we examine the body.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Ooh, I'm already wondering if it's the one from the apricot suzerainty, because we had a chewing gum that we randomly had earlier.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
Search the pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Did he fall?
A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Damn, look at my IRL logic skill.
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is,
He never got home.
I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
Also, if you think about this, he's just it says working class corpse. So he's not even some like degenerate, they're not even specifying like alcoholic drunk. He's just a classic working class man, but like the circumstances of living in this particular environment, coupled with the circumstances of failed infrastructure, failed fucking environmental support from your entire state. Like the boardwalk, this place is not maintained, as they've said over and over, as you can see. So it's like he was doomed from the start, and he wasn't even like, he was just coming here to drink. Granted, he was drunk as fuck and to the point of eating a pack of gum to where his wife probably didn't know he was drunk, but
This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
He looks at two other bottles, forgotten near the coin-operated viewer. Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks south, the way we came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
I think labeling him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything.
We do know that he was married.
The lieutenant points to the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
So what do you think happened?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Someone should be responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk.
Nice. So then they lose one of the only... Okay.
Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Exactly. So do you think he was drunk? Obviously.
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure? No.
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Well, what do we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Let's leave this for the station.
Alright, the station is going to want details, however. Let's examine that library card you found on the man's body, see if it has any clues. Then we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
A library card found from a pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55 211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
We already decided to let the station handle this case, so there's no need for us to call the library.
Okay.
Good. We've examined the library card. That should be enough for our colleagues. Now we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
Alright. Sorry about that, dude. There was something else that popped up. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. So now we finally head into the church. Famous church everybody's been raving about. Let's make sure we're not missing anything out here. Gonna get distracted again. I don't think we can even go this way. Can't. Yeah, I have to assume we can maybe leave from inside the church through the back.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago.
Rattle them to see if they're open.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Oh?
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
First, let's check the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
We'll get around to that.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door.
We already got that
It'll
one.
be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
Whoops, I hit my mic. Sometimes you can tell when something's super crucial because like the expositional dialogue is usually not written by the narrator unless it's like, I'm assuming, related to the main quest.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What's suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree. It's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Does the dead guy not care that he is? What's the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Let's peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry, where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Nice.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way.
We start with that kick drum coming from the ice?
Yes, the pulsing bass. An indication of junior delinquency.
Well, what do we need? What is the skill?
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Physical instrument. Do you have anything that takes away physical instrument? No, but we need to boost it. We have no physical instrument gear? Come on. We're swole.
Heavy wooden doors,
We'll try.
more than twice your height. A minute or so
Fuck.
of mauling away at the lock has led to no success. The pry bar in your hand has given you zero mechanical advantage.
You admit defeat and leave the lock
The doors
alone.
remain unchanged, closed with a padlock.
Bitch. Can we get around this way, maybe? I don't think so. Maybe? No. We're in no rush to report the damn dead body. I do, however, want to figure out how to get over here. How are you going to do it? What? You can't just walk through there. Son of a bitch. It's never clear what the hell is maneuverable terrain and what isn't. To your right, a white-bellied cormorant eyes you suspiciously. Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Trash from some unending party. Pole screwed into the ice keeps it erect. More tribalistic markings. The post is covered in little humanoids.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
Looks like a bridge. What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge.
Ah!
Could be convenient.
Push that over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
The lieutenant gestures toward the young woman next to the tent. So it's coming from in there. What the fuck? Frequency can't be that low. Hey,
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
you're a child. It's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you, distracted.
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Ooh, damn. I should, and I do. Oh, I do have a hat.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather. What?
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Damn, regain authority in our eyes. We fucked ourselves. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
Why indeed? Forget it.
Okay.
So what's that device you have?
This? It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
Hell yeah, she's on her Jeff Mangum making a fucking field recording album. And the wires? She's probably recording water?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Got it.
Okay.
Wait, no.
This, actually just one wire.
What's a contact mic?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to keep talking about this.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
What am I supposed to do with this?
No idea.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock.
Hell yeah.
Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. What? What are we, the crypto-fascist? Sounds interesting. Who's this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player in a completely trashed hostel room.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
Got embarrassed by this kid and our morale got fucked. Actually, I had some non-mic questions.
Okay.
What are you doing out here?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead.
What happened to the old headphones?
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Suspicious. And what are these recording for? The cracks? Footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just the kind of music I listen to, like field recording music. Hell yeah. Looping like paper sounds just modified in a fucking synthesizer.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
Take this, you're called.
Lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
The boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
And why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
She's dating some punk noise musician?
It's probably amphetamine. It makes you feel impervious to the elements, but doesn't actually make you any less cold.
Why? Why can you take it? What? Why can you take it? I'm assuming he's meaning the cold.
I got my recordings to do. I feel better outside.
A wave breaks close by and covers her in cold spray. Alright, I have some other questions.
Go ahead.
Do we try an empathy roll? No, tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. Did you put the padlock on the church door?
No,
No.
not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Okay, if you personally didn't, then who did?
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Was this Noid a friend of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And why did Noid put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
I don't know where you got that idea.
Come on, man, don't mess around.
She hesitates.
Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to him.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
No.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to pick up the tape recorder because I'm going to fuck up with my empathy roll, and I don't want to ruin this girl's day.
Okay, bye.
Alright, so now we get in here and talk to Andre and the boys, and I'm assuming they'll be able to let us into the tent. But we're going to call it an episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.